would also like to thank everyone who participated in the mall walk or the Chico shopping event last night. The proceeds from that will go to the Eleanor Roosevelt Fund. And thank you.
Hey, Deb, you're up now.
Thank you. Thank you for the delay. Can I get that cord?
So my sister's favorite joke is kind of off color, but I think we'll all appreciate it. How can you tell the difference between when a woman's wearing pantyhose or thigh highs? There's a swell at the ankle if she farts. Yes, it was off color, but I just had to do that.
Good thing she's out. Whoops, this is good thing she's outgoing president. Thank you, Beth.
Is this on now? Okay.
You're up.
Okay, so as membership vice president, I am really thrilled, if you read my report, that all of our branches are helping to grow our membership. There was very few that didn't have at least one new member. And do you remember the phrase we said earlier about membership is everyone's business? So I would like to recognize, by having you stand, everyone who introduced at least one new member, recruited a new member this past year to AAUW. Would you stand? One or more. We're going to do a count up. One or more new members to AAUW. Okay, next year I want the whole room to stand. Wait, stay standing. How many introduced two? There's a prize here for the top, so stay standing. Two or more. Three or more. 4, 5. Come on up. How many? Come on up. How many new? Personally. 3. Okay, Jan Van Gass, come on up from Iron Mountain, Kingsford. And she led her team, or her branch, to the, you'll be hearing from her a little more the next couple rounds. But there's something new from the AAUW, Shop AAUW, called Fridge Feminism. And they're these little magnets that all rip apart and you can make all kinds of stuff on your fridge. So congratulations on your wonderful membership growth and building. Now we're going to move to our Shape the Future campaign. As Christy mentioned, for when you have a Shape the Future event, any event that's public and the public's invited, you have the opportunity to offer them half-price national membership. So when they do their application that night, it's half off, $24.50 they save. So that every two new members, you get, the branch gets 1 free membership, up to 5. And our branch in the past has done it as a drawing. If you get a new member during the year, your name goes in, Jane, your name will go in 3 times. I don't know how other branches are using it. So we have a couple honorable mentions who received 1 free membership. And if you're here, your branch is here, if the vice president membership would stand, or the president or someone, Bay City, Dearborn, Wyandotte Downriver, and Traverse City. Would those branches stand so we can thank you for working the program to shape the future? Okay. 2 new Shape the Future, 2 free memberships. Battle Creek got 2 free memberships. Thank you. Now I have prizes or gifts for those who got 4. So they had at least 8 new Shape the Future members or recruits. Birmingham with 4, if your vice president of membership is here, and Farmington. Birmingham and Farmington. Oh yeah, you get a little gift, a little prize. I have a budget request, and from Birmingham, thank you, Sandra, and from Farmington, we have Karen. Oh, I know Karen. Yes, thank you. Congratulations. And next, our top winners getting the most possible free memberships of 5, Ann Arbor and Iron Mountain, Kingsford. And Michelle, you're the VP membership. Okay, I'm getting to meet a lot of these VP memberships for the first time. Yay, Iron Mountain.
Catherine, she's our finance officer.
Finance officer, Catherine, yeah. Well, congratulations to your branches and thank you for your work. Now, just so you know, like these prizes, if you want to know what they're getting, it's a bunch of new member welcome brochures, but a really nice pen, the new AAUW pen as well. But you know, it's the recognition that counts, right? In fancy tissue paper. But the budget I have for membership is $50. And just so you know how much I'm expecting this year from all of our branches and all of our members, I requested $100 for next year. So we're looking to have a great year. To me, the most important area is growth. And happy members, engaged members will stay. If you gain 10 new members, but lose 20, what's happened? Your net growth is minus 10. So let's look at those branches and honor them, and if they'll all come up and stay up. And again, if your vice president membership is here, please come up, otherwise a president or another representative. 10% growth. Marquette. Drum roll. Oh, and if you haven't seen this new AAUW little tote bag, it's just $5. It's kind of cute. Okay, Marquette, great. Congratulations. Stay up here though so we can get a picture at the end. And next, with 12% growth, Monroe. Down the river from me, Monroe. Done wrong color. I think I've mixed up my colors, but thank you, Gloria. Good to meet you. 13% growth, Farmington. 13% growth. Good job. And I should also stress, these numbers were all as of February 1st. That's how the national records come in. So if you've done a lot since the 1st of February, don't worry, you'll get credit next year. Farmington, Karen, thank you. Moving up, we've got 23% growth for Albion. Good job, Susan. And 25% growth, Plymouth Canton. Yay, Nikki and Plymouth Canton. And finally, it won't surprise you, number one, with 31% growth, Iron Mountain Kingsford. So it has been my pleasure to have a learning year, a learning curve at this first year. And I want you to know, anytime for any reason related to membership, or anything else except technical computer stuff, give me a call or email me, and I thank you for all you do for supporting and promoting equity for women and girls in your community and around the world. Have a great year, everybody.
I'm not going to tell you any more bad jokes. I'm going to invite Christy Jones and our newly elected officers to come up for the installation.
I love how we punt. So I'm here representing a national for the installation of your new officers. The good news is I don't have a script. So you won't hear a long list of accolades, but I do have sincere congratulations. This is not an easy position they're stepping into. They've had some predecessors who did a fabulous job, and they're coming on board, and we know we're excited for them. And we want to congratulate them, each and every one. So let me start with Penny Larson, who will be our new, or your new, I guess, state president. So congratulations, Penny, and applause. The program vice president, Janet Watkins from the Detroit branch. Janet, stand up and take applause. The AAUW funds director, Sharon Dunn, Cassidy Thumb area branch. Congratulations. And the secretary, Janice Van Gassi, Iron Mountain Kingsford branch, next to the bridge. So seriously, we are thrilled and honored to have you as our state representatives from Michigan on board, and you all have a great year ahead of you, and you all enjoy them, and you now know who they are. So as the membership person in me, contact them if you have any needs or anything. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sit down.
You know, each year, the Board of AAUW Michigan brings in some new officers while others continue in their roles. Each year, it is a new board. It is always unique, unlike any before it and unlike any to come. I'm really excited about this new board and its new leadership, and I'm excited that I get to stay on because Penny's asked me to be her parliamentarian. Woo-hoo! I know that Penny Larson will lead us well in the next term, and it is my honor and privilege to pass the gavel to our next AAUW of Michigan President, Penny Larson. We've concluded all of the business and we're up to announcements. And you know, like Rosie has kept us right on track. We have 10 minutes to finish announcements. We might actually get a minute to stretch. First I'm going to ask, Amy, would you like to make an announcement about conference, fall conference?
Is this working? Okay. Sorry, that was really loud. Well, I'm pleased to announce that the Fall Leadership Conference this year will be held by the Traverse City branch in conjunction with the state board. So come up, see the colors. It's going to be October 22nd. We've got some great hospitality lined up for you, great convention center to have it at, and it's just a lovely time of year up there. I'm really excited for you all to come up and share it with us. So more information will be coming to you, or is it already up? Coming to you soon. Sorry, they just handed me this stuff. So we hope to see you all up there to join us. It's a great town. I'm not just saying that because I'm a commissioner of it, but it is a great town. So we hope to see you all up there for a wonderful leadership conference and a lot of good times and more of this wonderful camaraderie that we all enjoy so much. So, October 22nd. October 22nd again. So.
Is there a theme?
Leadership is going to be one of the emphasized themes of how we create leaders in the community. I know is one of them, how we create leaders in our branch. And we hope to have a good slate of speakers to really emphasize in creative ways that that's being done right now. So as we're all talking about moving forward into the new, that can be a good step for it.
I suspect that the title will be Innovative Leadership 4.
Yes. Here's our chair, Karen Marks.
I get to be chair of the host committee, and obviously part of the theme is going to be colors. If you haven't been in northern Michigan to see the colors, you've got to come out there to see. And also, we're wine tasting country.
You heard it here. I wasn't sure if you were going to introduce the wine tasting, but we definitely have that. So I'm glad that Karen's made it official now.
Are there any other announcements? Lee? Yeah, you have
My
to come
voice
and
is
use
not
the
that
Mac.
strong, yes.
Okay, so I just want to give a quick plug to the Nick Whistle Conference. If you have any last-minute students who want to go to Nick Whistle, the registration deadline is May 10th. And if you're concerned about transportation, the U of M Dearborn Nick Whistle buses have plenty of room. We are taking 2 buses, so we have a lot of extra seats. So feel free, don't think it's too last minute. We'll take you up until the last minute. Thanks.
Karen? You should have just stayed up here.
Well, yeah, it's just you're on the rock.
Who's the main speaker? Do you know at Nichols?
They have. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, it's nobody like national.
Christy is shuffling papers.
See if I have it. It'll be online, nothing else.
I just wanted to report that thank you to all of you who donated to AAUW Michigan funds. You donated $425 to our various needs, and we really appreciate it. Please keep us in mind in the next year. We can use all the help we can get. So, AAUW Michigan funds.
I happen to have the speakers for Nick Whistle, and pardon me if I do get their names wrong. Marissa Damio, Associate Judge, Superior Court of the District of Columbia, Adjunct Professor of Law, is a keynote speaker, as well as Francesca Ramsey, vlogger, comedian, host of MTV's Decoded, writer, contributor for The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore. And the Women of Distinction, so you know, Kimberly Bryant, founder of Black Girls Code, Marissa Damio, Associate Judge who I just described a little earlier, and Anu Dougal, founding partner of the Female Founders Fund, F-Cubed, Sarah McBride, Campaigns and Communications Manager for the LGBT Research and Communications Project, Center for American Progress, and Kelly Tsai, writer, performer, director, and producer.
Okay, at the close of the day, when you are getting ready to leave, please leave your name tags on the tables so the Birmingham branch can pick them up. You can leave them on for now because we still have a lot of the day to go, but at the close of the day, please do them. We have come, I don't see any further announcements, so we have come to the point of adjourning the business meeting. But before we break for lunch, we have the privilege of hearing from our 2016 Speech Trek winner. So I'm declaring the business meeting adjourned. I just love using my gavel. Penny got her own. So this is the 3rd year of our Jean Jacopi Memorial Speech Trek competition. Speech Trek is an opportunity for branches to engage youth in our communities in public speaking with a topic that is relevant to AAUW and hopefully relevant to the students who are participating. I invite Penny Larson, our 2015-16 Speech Trek coordinator, to come up and introduce the Speech Trek competition winner. And the members of the dais can go sit in the chairs. Thank you.
Or you want me up there? Where you want me? We are very proud to have this initiative program and speech track in honor of a great AAUW member who we all knew, or most of us knew and loved, and we always remember her. And our winner this year is a very talented young lady from Kingsford, Iron Mountain, and she is Chloe Cantala. Okay, where is she? I actually met her. Oh, come on up. I'm sorry. Zoe's going to give her speech to us, and I'm very excited to hear it, as I'm sure we all are.
Hi, I'm Zoe Kettle, and you'll have to excuse me, I'm a little bit nervous. So I don't think that I know everything. I've been proven wrong my fair share of times, just like everybody else. But there are a few things that I'm absolutely sure of. I know that I'm worth more than 78%. I know that all women are worth more than 53% or 66%, 78%, or even 90%, because I know that we are worth 100% of the time. I know that if you look at a professional woman's paycheck next to a man's, however, you might not realize this. So white women earn, on average, only 78 cents to the white man's dollar. And I know that that doesn't seem like a huge deal, because you can't exactly buy anything with 22 cents, especially nowadays. But think about that in terms of a year. Think about the fact that when he takes home $60,000, she'll only take home $46,800, or $13,200 less. They did the same amount of work, they have the same experience, the same college level education. The only real difference is that she is a woman and he is a man. We passed the Equal Pay Act in 1963 so that we didn't have to deal with these sort of issues anymore, but it's 2016 and I'm still standing in front of you talking about them. So obviously something went wrong along the way. So a lot of things factor into the wage gap, and I would be cheating you and myself if I only talked about one of them. We can talk about race and location, and even at what age women decide to have children. So starting with children, the later that women have children, the more money they'll make overall. Having children at a younger age sets women up to make less money throughout, and of course, this doesn't happen to men. Actually, men are set up to make more money and more likely to be hired when they have children. We learned from the New York Times article, The Motherhood Penalty versus the Fatherhood Bonus. I think that if we can acknowledge that men work just as hard after they have children, it's time for us to acknowledge that women work just as hard after they have children, if not harder. After children, women aren't working just for themselves anymore. They're mothers now, and they're working for their kids too. Mothers are some of the hardest workers in existence, especially in the face of everything telling them that their work is second rate. Now, all women do suffer from the pay gap, but some women suffer a lot more than others do. Sure, white women make 78% of what white men make, but what about Asian women and black women and Hispanic and Latino women? Thanks to the AAUW's research, we can see how much they make as well. So Asian women make 90% of the white man's dollar, but black women only make 66%, and Hispanic and Latino women only make 53%. So if we go back to our earlier example of $60,000, the Hispanic and Latino women will only take home $31,800, or $28,200 less than her white male coworkers. In the same way that the wage gap perpetuates sexism, it perpetuates racism, and that it gives off this terrible, terrible idea that maybe we're worth less because of our gender or worth less because of our skin color. And I think that if we could get rid of the wage gap, then maybe we could make our way towards getting rid of sexism and racism as well. And I think we can agree that's something that everybody could benefit from. Location, location, location. People talk about location every single day, more so in terms of schools, vacations, and homes, and they don't really talk about it in terms of where women can make the most money. Now, you can't exactly work anywhere and make as much money as a man can make, which is a little ridiculous, but some states and districts are a lot closer to closing the gap than others. In Washington, D.C., women in technology can earn 93.3% of what men earn, and women in Congress earn 91% of what men earn. If you want to stick statewide, New York has the smallest pay gap, and they pay their women 86% of what they pay their men. Here we are congratulating New York, but they're still paying their women 14% less than they're paying their men. Still, New York is light years ahead of Louisiana, who only pays their women 65% of what they pay their men. It's interesting to note that Louisiana has also been voted the worst state to be a woman. See, the wage gap is like that monster that hid under your bed when you were a kid, or maybe in your closet. And it was always there, and you couldn't stop talking about it because it just consumed your whole life and your whole being, and it always affected you no matter where you went, whether it was at school, or at work, or even just at home. And everybody around you was kind of annoyed because you couldn't stop talking. But really, the only way for you to ever learn how to stop talking was for someone to stand next to you and say, yeah, I see this thing too, and I'm here for you, and we're going to get rid of it together, and it's not going to hurt you anymore. So I could stand up here all day. I could talk to you about the wage gap for hours. Maybe I'd be a little less nervous then. Go on and give you the whole synopsis on how we could fix this problem. But the only way we're ever going to make any headway is if we can sit down together, put our heads together, and destroy the idea that women are worth less. Destroy the idea that men always work harder. Destroy the idea that women cannot work hard, do not work hard. Destroy the idea that mothers do not work hard. Destroy the idea that women are second-class citizens. See, I don't think that I know everything. But I know that my gender should never stop me from making as much money as I can. I know that I'm worth a lot more than 78%. Thank you.
I'm sure that we're all delighted with the job that Zoe has done. I want to encourage all of you in your branches to consider getting involved in the speech track competition next year. We have a first place winner's prize for Zoe of $500.
She also gives this wonderful certificate to put it in her room and use it for college and put it on her resume. Go Zoe!
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for presenting me with this wonderful opportunity. And I'd especially like to thank Jan Van Gass, because she's my local coordinator, and without her, I don't know if I could have done this. Thank you guys.
So Rosie, the river, tells me that it's 12:35 and lunch is scheduled to be served, it's a buffet, it'll be served out in the hall out there at 12:45. So we all have 10 minutes to network and to take pit stops if we should need to. And go back to the boutique or sign those petitions. So lunch is in 10 minutes, and oh, I have an announcement.
I just want you all to know that this young woman is majoring in electrical